Okay, welcome back once again to another viewer game analysis. This time we're going to be following the Ginger Gamer. He goes 4-4 and 10 in this 37-minute game. It is a loss as always. He's currently in Gold 1. How do you think you played early? I played well, but never based until I could afford full boots. Brackets could have based earlier for wards. That's true. As the game progressed, I think I got caught out sometimes and never focused on the right targets. The early game was fell behind. Okay. Also, the game you struggle with late game farm and team fights after being lost. Always being lost. Okay. What's the game you feel comfortable with? Early game farming and laning, mid game camp rotations, and warding. So we go out nice and early as well. Get a nice early ward down as well. Back to base. How many wards did we place? Place one ward. I'm guessing that just this isn't updated with the amount of actual health potions you did buy. Now, you went Mark of the Vanguard this game. You're up against in lane. It's going to be Athena and Cupid with Jabalonke on your side. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm just checking in. There we go. There's the health potions online as well. Could have tanked that a little bit longer for him there, buddy. That was only a small little window of opportunity for you to actually improve a little bit. Buff goes down, you get attack speed. Now my first question is, why did you choose Vanguard? That's my interesting thing here. Why did you choose Vanguard in this lane matchup? You're definitely going to have the push power against a Cupid and an Athena. Just because of your auto attacks and the purple buff, plus your Balonke's clear speed is a lot better than the Cupid's. Cupid does have a positive matchup against your Balonke though in terms of poke and potential kill. I can see it being okay. Just you're going to miss out on a little bit of gold off it. You want it to be a bit more tanky. If you're going to go for this Vanguard, you're probably going to want to try and go a little bit more aggressive in this lane. If you can. And you do have the wave push, as you can see. So it means you should realistically be okay in this lane. That's a nice route. Unfortunately, she did use Preemptive Strike away. So you know that's on cooldown now. It means you could walk a little bit more forward here in the next wave if you want to and get the poke on. The early game does, like I said, you don't really seem to have an issue here. Let's see how this goes. That was a nice root pull combo. Nice bit of poke damage. Make sure you trigger Mana Potion a little bit earlier, just so you've got it ready in case you need to use your Wisps and your root again. Nice pull. Really good root as well. Not a nice poke damage. That was very, very nicely played. Really good poke as well there. So, the only thing I could notice in your laning phase that you could just work on a tiny bit is making sure you pop your mana pot preemptively, okay? When you know you're going to be spamming abilities, popping that mana pot earlier means you're going to be regenerating a little bit quicker. You're not going to have to sit back and wait a long time. So 2 minutes 2 minutes 30, we've got mid camps coming up in a second. And your laning phase has been as expected, really, as a Sylvanas player. You've pushed in, you've not really used too much in terms of potions. There's some pressure in mid lane from this Vulcan here, but you're going to go for the camps. Hopefully, our boy Giannis can get these through the wall. Don't forget, with the changes as well, this is recorded on 27th of May, that mid-hop, the experience ranges did get increased again, so people can get experience through walls. Alright? Now, your boy Humbats has gone to the other side, so you're going to be here on your own. And they're ganking mid lane. I'm glad you just dropped that one down. It's the wiser thing to do. Then rotate towards mid and see if you can support with any pressure. You do pick that kill up onto Vulcan as well. You got mid harpies. Why are we going around here? Why are we going there? You should have known they were down. Maybe you didn't. That was a bit strange. Okay. I thought you would have noticed they were down because Hombats was there. Maybe it didn't show up on the minimap icon for you. Unfortunate with the pull. Pop that mana potion again. So this is pretty standard Sylvanas stuff so far. Now, what I will say is when we look at the map now and what's actually going on here, you hit level 5, okay? You've got decent mana and HP. You don't really need anything else. You could potentially go back to base here, get boots to get a couple of wards as well if you need to, just to control your jungle a little bit more. The moment coming back to this lane, it's overextended now. There's no farm for you really here. Mid lane, you did see Giannis, just recall you could have actually stayed mid here and soaked the next wave of experience if you wanted to, along with the help of Giannis, just to get yourself some more golden experience. Coming back here, there was no real reason to. I guess you were just worried about the all-in of Jabalonke being overextended, I guess. It's just one of those things that I'm not so sure about myself. Potentially could have based, though. But let's farm this wave out and see what you choose to do afterwards. Honestly, it's probably after this wave I'd base. Because after clearing this wave out, we're going to be able to go back, buy items, also get purple buff. And Xbalanque is base too. So we're basing now? Oh, if you do base here then... Oh, no, you changed your mind. Because you said, you said when you sent this one in that you didn't base when you should have. And you should have based then. You went for the base, you should have actually done it there. There was no reason not to. A lot of gold in the inventory, 1200 gold is plenty. You should really be using that. Now, look at what you chose to do there. You pushed out the wave, which is one thing, but you want to make sure that your hunter gets as much experience as you can. I guess that's okay, but what's your hunter going to do now this boss dropped? Where's your hunter going to go? Where's your hunter going to go? He's going to have to wait for this wave to be farmed out. He's going to be pushed up if he's unlucky enough to. But the good news is, like, Cupid's low anyway. It wasn't the worst thing, but just be careful about when you choose to farm the wave and when you don't choose to farm the wave. Where are you? I've lost you. There we go. So you're going to start dropping the red buff, wait for the teammates to rotate around. You could have kept hitting that then. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. Right, this should be a base now. Minimum. Cool, you do base, which is good. Choose a focus, full shoes. Sell your health potions, that's good. Get 2 wards, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Decision making was wise there in terms of your itemization. Bit of aggression coming out from here. She's used dash. This is a kill. This is a kill. This is a kill. This is a kill. Ult! Ult! Good ult. Good pullers. I don't think you... Don't feel like you have to pull. Don't feel like you have to pull there. Now you will get the kill... So you will get the kill onto Athena. I don't think you needed the pull, really. This fight is not a good fight. This is a bad fight for you. If that heart bomb would have landed, I think you were dead. I think you probably would have died then if that heart bomb landed. I don't think you respected that one, which is a really bad thing to say. The juke boots are good though, aren't you? The juke boots were good. Now, let's watch this fight back again, because this fight is actually quite key to this laning phase, because Xbalanque could potentially live here. I feel like Xbalanque could have lived. So this was a good play so far. You get wisp damage off as well. Now this ultimate should have been fired earlier, honestly. This ult should have been fired earlier. You kind of hang to try and get yourself out of taking the mez and the damage from it, which is not the key important thing. The key important thing is to ult them so that you don't get more damage off. And then what ends up happening here is that he takes a full combo, which the heart bomb hits as well, and he's taking auto attacks there. What I'd like to have seen you do, as we'll watch it one more time so I can catch the angle that I'm really after here for this fight, is I'd like to have seen you change up what you chose to do here. So, watch what's happened in this fight. You're busy trying to get out of the mez, okay? But you've still got ultimate available, and you can hear the sound effect from this ability going off. So when you can hear the sound effect going off of the Fields of Love, you should be able to work out the timing of when you can use your CC immunity to buy your time. So what you're going to see now is that he comes in with the heart bomb as well, but then also lands auto attacks. You ready? There's the heart bomb. Here's a couple of autos. 1, 2, 3. See how he's got hit by 3 auto attacks? Well, if you wouldn't have tried to get yourself out of the mez range here and just walk between them, you would have been able to body block those auto attacks, which means that Xbalanque would not be on this low HP. Because even when the heart bomb detonates, I believe he was going to live, but that last auto did definitely finish him off. That's the big key there. I think your positioning was a bit awkward then. You were too busy trying to keep yourself from taking some damage, and you could have body blocked for him. Body blocking is a very, very important tool to be using. And if you would have body blocked there, things would have gone differently for you. That engagement after, not the wisest. You take some free poke from it. So does he, though. Oh, wow. Well, that was just Cupid being Cupid. I did not expect the Cupid being Cupid. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Yep. Okay. Nice pull. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. You should have actually been dead there, and in the end, he was dead. Luckily, the turnaround's good. Do not farm this wave here. This wave should not be farmed. You should probably just be waiting for him to die naturally, just so Xbalanque can get back and pick up the farm. Don't steal creeps, especially when he's pushing into him, and he just died. Remember that he'd already lost that 1 wave to tower. You're denying him a 2nd wave now. You see this? You've denied him a 2nd wave, and I don't know why you are. Why would you deny your hunter a 2nd wave of experience? Denied him a 2nd wave. 3 creeps in the 2nd wave didn't need to be denied. I don't think that was the wise decision. Go out and ward, though. We're very low on mana here. We've got to watch our position. This ward was very dangerous. I know it needed to be put down. You felt like you needed this ward for the rotations. Where is it? There it is. For the rotation, keeping on the Gold Fury. Which is true, but you've got to be very careful coming in blind when you're this low on mana with no ultimate available. There's not much you can really do to get away, is the big key that you need to realise there. So back to base again. Get our Blink online. Full hog as well. Good position. Unlucky with that pull. Rotating around towards Gold Fury. This sentry goes down. Very, very nicely done. So sentry control is all ours. Where were 6-minute harpies? Where were 6-minute harpies? When did the 6-minute harpies go down? I guess it was literally just recently. So we did miss 6-minute harpies, which is unfortunate. Which put us behind a little bit on experience. We could have rotated, but it was okay for what happened. I mean, we got 2 kills in lane, so it's not really put us behind any further. Let's get back to where we were right now after that ward play. Now we're kind of hunting around looking for something to do here. We could have potentially ganked mid lane here, but you rotate back to lane again, which is fine because Athena was around. You got potentially Belonke, who's not in the best of lanes because he gets a Cupid. Unlucky with the pull. Once again, your poke's good, but once it's pushed up... Oh, I believe they're your pings to go for the purple here. Bit of a risk to go for that when you've not got much vision. Notice how you've not got much vision here. You don't know where Athena is. I like that you've backed off now, but realised this a little bit earlier. No vision around here at all. We've got no ward around here, so a rotation from mid lane could kill you. They've also got to deal with the Athena, and I believe it's a jungle Loki you're against as well, which we've not seen hide nor hair of just yet, which isn't a surprise because it's jungle Loki, and he just wants to farm. Keep it a little bit overextended here. That route should have really landed. Pull was very good though. The ultimate's good as well. Fields Love's going to come out in a second. I like the way that you just back away from that for the time being. There's no reason to continue the fight. We can fight now a little bit more, but he's going to heal back up. Let him go. Unless Humbas has got ultimate, which he doesn't. Oh yeah, you can get a kill here. What was the blink for? What was the blink for? And why we turned our attention? Oh, you got taunted. Ignore me. You blinked for that and got taunted. That makes sense now. I was like, why did you turn around to attack Athena? Oh, not by choice. Not by choice. Well, you get the wisps out. Purple buff, purple buff, purple buff. This was the opportunity to go for purple buff. Now, there's 3 of you here. There should be a purple buff right now, and you should be staying for the experience there. There we go. Mid harpies are coming up as well. You're already in position. This is good stuff. No, wait. Mid harpies. You just missed the harpies. What are you doing? You're lost now. You don't know where to go. Right, you do get 1. You could have potentially got both there, honestly. Bit of a shame. $700 gold in inventory. Sentry ward is placed. When we get to about 800, I'll be looking to go back for another sentry ready and also start working on my sovereignty. Your farming so far has been pretty good. You missed 1 set of mid harpies at the 6-minute mark, but you did pick up a double kill, so it's not so bad. The only thing in lane that you need to work on is when to actually clear the wave out and when to wait for your hunter so he gets experience. I mean, you seem to realise about the experience sharing because you're sharing it with Giannis and the red buff every single time. And that's exactly what I expect you to do. Go back, get wards and steel mail, which is good stuff. It's iron mail, isn't it? Not steel. I've always got that. Sentry goes down as expected, which is good. Where are we heading to now? Okay, a deeper ward around there. Don't push this wave out. Don't push this wave out. See how you're waiting on this wave. If you don't actually farm this wave, which is good. This is what you should have been doing earlier. This is what you should have been doing earlier when your hunter was coming back to lane. There's a big fight in mid lane now, and Jabberlonke is gone and you're not there. You kind of have to stay here, I feel. You can't rotate. You can't rotate here just because Jabba's decided to become a jungler or the support for some reason. This is not worthwhile. Why are we rotating? Just because the team's all grouped up here, they're all under tower, there's nothing for you to do here. You have to come back. I guess those pings are for Jabberlonke to go back and get that farm, which he does, but he's going to be late to that. Why are you here? Why are you here? What was this rotation for? There was no farm here. There was no engagement here. In the end, you just let these creeps here go to waste. This whole wave of experience is going to go to waste at the tower. Maybe Jabberlonke will get 1 or 2 creeps. There was no reason for this rotation. I guess because you saw Zhuba there, you were like, oh, I have to be there. And it actually just cost you a wave of experience for free. Stop eating unnecessary abilities as well. Don't know why you do that. Looking for a big play here. We've got Humbats around the other side though for the camps. Zhuba's in trouble. Sorry, Zhuba's in trouble. Humbats is in trouble. Giannis goes in. That's a very good disengage and ultimate. Get out, get out, get out. Now, what you should have done there is after the ultimate, just leave. Because you followed up with a root, which was nice for extra damage, but your team were leaving as well. What your ultimate there was for was to disengage. There was no follow-up. So you take unnecessary poke there that you didn't really need to do. You'll live, but you could have just walked out without having to use the ability, which is the key thing there. I'm lucky with that pull. I like the idea. Why did he eat that whole turret? I don't know. Yana seems to like turrets. Stay for the farm in mid. That's good stuff again. Back to base. Continue working on sovereignty. Continue buying wards. Good. Good, good, good. Good ultimate again. Really nicely played. Unfortunately, Giannis does die, but you do pick up the kill. What we're looking to do now? Well, Athena's on the other side of the map. Did Athena just use ultimate to get over there? You should be able to work that one out. But Athena's just ulted to this side. I don't know why we didn't go for gold. Maybe... Yeah, actually, no, Humbats is dead too. Got to be careful about rotations. You've got wards. See how your ward coverage is slacking here? This ward here that you placed, I don't think this was you. If it was you, it's not a good ward. It's not giving you full vision. After talking with some of the other supports, the ward you want to place is here. Because it'll catch them coming through here, and it'll catch them coming through here. Place the ward here, because you'll catch them earlier on these rotations through here and here. And in the end, because of that, you may get picked off here, because you're looking for aggression on Cupid. Cupid might not be baiting intentionally, but he is. And here's the bait. And there's the ultimate. Say goodnight to Sweet Jabalonke. That was a good play on Cupid, but it didn't really matter. Cupid had only dashed out. Let's watch this back again. So that was just the lazy one. Now you did place that lazy one. So the aggression here is fine. But in these situations, it's like, what is the call? What is the correct call to make? Pause. What's the correct call to make? Well, let's look at the position that you just literally left him in here, okay? Cupid's under tower at half health. Cupid has also used dash, so he can't really get back into this engagement again. He can't really get back into this engagement again at all. And what ends up happening, if we slow this down, you turn your attention all of a sudden to the Cupid because, you know, obviously Zhuba's trying to duke out the abilities there. I would have left Cupid alone here, because if you can CC up the Vulcan, what you can do is buy Jabalonke time to get out through the path of escape, which will be down here. That's probably what you're looking to do. So honestly, I probably would have looked at trying to pull the Vulcan, and then you also get rotated on by the Athena as well, which isn't always good. I mean, if you could imagine that now that he's popped this ultimate as well, it's buying him time for invisibility, which means that if you would have just helped out with CCing them, you could have potentially got him out of trouble. You keep Cupid busy, but he's still going to go down here, unfortunately. And you're going to live to fight another day, and you don't even find the kill. Imagine if you would have gone onto the Vulcan. You see his health? Imagine if you would have gone on that Vulcan and helped out the Jabalonke and the Vulcan. The Vulcan would have died there. It would have been a 1-for-1 trade minimum. That would have been pretty good, considering. So you're looking to go back to base here. You do go back. Going to be risky on when to go back there, just because they could go for the Gold Fury, but you did have a wall coverage there, so I guess with Humbats being back, it was okay to do so, and Giannis being there with space and time as well. They one-bowed you on the Humbats. There wasn't a whole lot you could do in that one. Now you're caught out of position. You're not going to find a kill here. Oh, that space and time hit, though. That space and Tim hit. Tim hit. Tim did good stuff. Zhuba's gone very aggressive. The blink was good. You need to get the front line here. Get your wisps out. That's good. I like the fact you're going onto the Vulcan to zone him out. It's a shame they don't find a kill. This should be a Gold Fury, though. This could definitely be a Gold Fury here. But we're going to lose mid-tower if we don't, so Giannis goes back to farm. You clear out the ward. Oh, that's a lot of poke. Good check of the abilities. Get out. Get out. Don't stick around. This is just too risky now. With Loki being around with Assassinate, you could still go down. You need to base here. Now, the reason I'm saying base earlier, I know you wait for the Wisps, but basing earlier here is important just in case they go for Gold Fury because they know you're low on HP, which is a potential thing that they could go for. This game really hasn't been that bad from you, honestly. One or two like small decision-making things, but that's the support in general. The small things you need to correct, and it takes a while because sometimes you just got to play games to find out whether it's good or bad. You can't just ignore Cupid like that. Can't just ignore Cupid like that, especially if you're not the one tanking. This is a bad call now. Reset it. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still doing this? Why are we still doing this? That's the question. Why are we still doing this? Well, Athena's dead and Loki's dead, I guess. Cupid's still alive. You're now tanking, which you don't really want to do. The pull was great. You should be really switching attention back to that. Cupid, you're still tanking this. The damage is leaving. We will get gold out of this. Okay, that's not so bad. That wasn't the worst play in the world. Wasn't the worst play as a team. Not like individually, you did okay. Like you pulled him in, you still CC'd him and did good work on that. Full sovereignty, Sentry Ward again. Really good stuff. Not sure how you end up losing this one. Let's fast forward to where you find your first death. That was a really good ultimate. We're just getting split pushed to death. It looks like it. I don't really see many mistakes coming out from you this game. That's a scary. Oh, is this a mistake? I don't know. No. You go 4, 4, and 10 was a tagline. This might be one of those support games where you don't really make too many mistakes, but you could have saved their life for 2. Pull was good again. Ultimate was good again. A little bit more in the body blocking than the auto attacks might have helped out a little bit more there. You could have tanked that tower for them. The root was good again. Okay, that's your first death. So what exactly happens here? Well, we dive all the way in. We've got minions with us. We're still trying to find kills. Everyone's getting low to the tower pretty much. You're out of mana. No, you're not out of mana yet, but you will be soon. And this is where it all goes to hell. You're still taking the tower here. You're still taking the tower here. Let's look at the situation, okay? What's happened here? He's left. He's left. He's about to die. There's no reason to be taking these tower shots for free. Could have got out. Those auto attacks are not making a difference, are they? Let's be honest. Those auto attacks are not making a difference. Shouldn't have been there. That was the only mistake I've really seen you make so far. If it's the mid game that's an issue, we'll try and fast forward a little bit more and find out exactly what goes on. But it looks like Loki's becoming Loki. Wall coverage the Fire Giant. Gold Fuel contestation. What's experience in gold? Even. Oh, that's scary. Scary, scary, scary. Don't know why we hold our ult quite a long time sometimes, but it's good. Right. One thing I'm going to tell you to correct a little bit more when you're playing mid-game is that you're trying to throw out damage with your auto attacks instead of trying to body block a little bit more. If you can actually body block a little bit more, you'll probably be more useful for being this frontline tree that's quite tanky, just to help avoid some of these shots from the likes of Cupid with these auto attacks. Obviously, Hunter's very, very strong right now, and everyone knows that, and you want to be trying to body block as many autos as you can, soaking them for your team. Notice that you're not even soaking the autos here for your Chak. You're actually trying to deal damage. See this? See that? Chak dies for that. Chak dies for that. There's nothing you can do to help him. Well, there was something you could have done to help him, but you chose to try and throw out auto attacks and deal damage. You are not a damage dealer. You are a support player. You are a support player. I'm going to stop the replay here, Ginger Gamer. I've gone through it for like the last 20 minutes or so. You've played really well overall. Your early game has been fantastic. One or two things to correct in mid game is definitely going to be, I can already see it, is body blocking. Body blocking could have helped you out, and some of the decision making in terms of where to rotate. Obviously, small corrections there. And then in the laning phase as well, you could have potentially saved your AD carry, and that's just down to body blocking. Body blocking is a big thing in the game. The Guardians really need to realize, Warriors need to realize it too for the most part, those solo lane tanks. But if you could body block a little bit better, you probably could have kept your teammates alive. I see you position yourself to not take any damage whatsoever, and that's not the role of a Guardian. That's the role of a carry, mainly to make sure they stay at max range so they don't hit get hit by abilities. You as a frontline tank, you're supposed to be there to soak some of those abilities. And if you did, it could have turned this game around a little bit stronger in your favour. At the moment in the game, though, you've not played that badly. Your first death was unfortunate. But if you end up going 4-4 and 10 and losing this game, I guarantee it's because you're probably trying to deal out damage and survive yourself, and your teammates are the ones falling to the wayside because you're not playing it like a full tank. Going forward, though, just keep up with what you're doing, include the body blocking and actually tank for the team, and you'll feel a big difference in the amount of games you win. Good luck, Ginger Gamer.